Welcome back, guys, to another reaction video to this NES Godzilla Creepypasta. Today we are on Chapter 5, which is Entropy. Let's get it started.
The board music was played by a violin instrument, a melody that started out sounding mournful, and then it gets rather, I guess I would call it distorted. It made me feel depressed and unnerved. Not something I would want to hear while trying to sleep.
I'm gonna be honest, this music in this Creepypasta is freaking amazing.
Do you like ice cream?
Yes.
Yes. Do you like clowns?
Not
Yes.
really.
Is time slipping through your fingers?
Honestly, yeah.
Yes. Do you have any regrets? Yes.
Do I have any regrets? I don't know if this would be regrets. I look back and I realize that I could have made better decisions, but I don't really have any regrets because then I wouldn't be the person that I am today, or maybe I could be just with less experience. I'm gonna go with no.
Do some people deserve to die?
Do some people deserve to die? I'd have to define. We'd have to define deserve. So I wouldn't be able to answer that.
Is it safe to go out at night?
Yes.
Do you find it hard to sleep at night?
Sometimes
Yes.
when there's light.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I have in
Do you want
games.
to kill anyone? No.
No.
Are you actually accomplishing anything?
Yes.
No. Does life have any real meaning?
Yes.
No. Do you like Mothra?
Hell yes.
I knew that last one was going to be a gameplay related question, but I had no idea what the result would be. Back to the map screen, and I was shocked to see that Godzilla and Anguirus have disappeared from the board, leaving only Mothra.
Dude, that's an
Face
L.
had just me over.
Yeah, he hit it. He FD
Needless
over,
to
dude.
say, I was pissed. Strange, long-legged deer-like creatures. Instead of attacking, they were just idly walking around.
Dude,
I went to
holy
approach
moly,
them,
that was
and they
scary
ran
as hell.
away.
Dude,
About
this
halfway
music's
through, I
creepy.
encountered a group of... When I pressed the button to start a level on
What
a
the
TV
hell?
screen, like I normally would, this screen with an animation popped up. There was also music in the background, which was the goofy Ghidorah music that used to be playing in the quiz levels. I was somewhat unsettled by this, because it was just...
What is the significance of this? I don't know what this has anything to do with the story. Like, what? A beaver humanoid being licking a lollipop? What the hell? Am I high?
I also found it a bit spooky because I had a shirt that looked just like that when I was a kid.
What? Dan. Dude, this man's gone too far deep. This game knows what he wore as a kid. This dude's
After starting
effed.
the animation, you could go back to the board by pressing any button. Fifth type of future creature, and when it appeared,
Damn, what the hell is that? That looks like a demon. That looks like a demon angel. What the hell?
others ran for their lives. I still had to deal with occasional flock of birds now and then. At the end of the level was a large bluish green lake, and then I encountered another big
Dang,
boss.
that thing's
Some
huge.
kind of a monster with a long
Dude,
neck
I really
and a
love the
whale
way that they
skull.
designed this, honestly.
It
Like,
attacks
this is
with
super
a mouth
sick, man.
projectile, and by charging into you. It also could go underneath the water and rapidly emerge from a different place. But unlike the regular forest, I didn't feel unnerved
Dude, it's so
starting
pleasant.
this one. I think the music had a lot to do with it.
It's like
It
a
was
love
gentle,
song.
calm song. It almost sounded romantic. It was the 12-second looping music from Unforgiving Cold starting up. I could feel my heart sink as I came across this horrible sight. It was a whole group of dead deer creatures,
Dude, that's
covered in
terrible.
judging from the blackish blue tone of their skins.
Oh my gosh.
They must have all frozen to death. And immediately I started to feel dread. This is going to sound crazy, but it's the absolute truth. The game made this level from one of my memories.
What?
After a long stretch of nothing, I reached a lake, and then the moon moved down from the sky. Then a moment of silence. Then the screen began to shake, and a new creature emerged.
What the?
And thus,
Okay.
I was introduced to a monster I call the Moon Beast.
I like this music.
This was the only screenshot I took as I was focusing all my concentration on winning the fight. And it was the most difficult fight yet when I finally killed this abomination. But what happened afterward is hardly what I could call a reward. I've been trying to keep my promise and suppress this memory for years. But it seems as if I have to get it off my chest. This was a very painful memory for me. But the game already knows about it, and I think you should too. I'll just tell you the important parts, because I don't like bringing this experience back into my head unless I have to. Back when I was in middle school, I had a girlfriend named Melissa. She suffered from some kind of mental disorder that caused her to go into episodes. When she was in an episode, she would stand or sit perfectly straight and still, and her face would instantly lose any expressions she had before.
Why does this remind me of Pearl Harbor's
She would speak very clearly without any hint of emotion. When it was over, she would start
Godzilla's
and sometimes bury her face in her hands, and remain silent for several minutes.
Godzilla's first
movie. I can't really convey the feeling it gave me in words, and I won't try. You had to see this in person to understand. But despite this, she was a very kind person, and I cared about her dearly. We liked to hang out in a field at night and look at the stars. But one night she didn't say anything to me at all.
Young love.
She just stared directly at the moon, trembling. I tried to talk to her, but she suddenly sprung up and ran right into traffic. I tried to stop her, but I was too late. She got hit by a truck and was killed that night.
Oh my gosh.
I looked her right in the eyes when the wheels went over her neck. That sight has always haunted me. I know that the game knows about this, because after I defeated the Moon Beast...
That is crazy.
This happened.
Oh shoot, dude, that's creepy as hell. Dude, I can't go any farther. Dude, what the hell? Oh my god. Dude, this is part 2, man. Oh my gosh.
I heard the scream, and so I was like turning the door handle. What, the headphones
put it on.
Alright. Oh shoot. Oh, it's gonna jump. Do it. Scare me. Oh, they got me so good.
Dude.
After
that was so good.
Dude, that was...
Like, I knew it was coming.
Back to the...
Okay, that was... Dude, that was scary as hell. What the hell, Melissa?
But I had no idea it would go so far. Or that it was even capable
Holy
of
moly,
doing
dude.
what it
Please
just
don't do
did.
that again.
If I tried to restart the game, it might go back to being normal again. How many people ever get to witness something like this firsthand, let alone...
Dan, what the hell, dude? Did you not just see that jump scare?
Able to
get the hell out of there.
Shots of the whole thing. Up as it was,
yeah,
this was
as effed
the
up as it
experience
is.
of a lifetime. But even so, I couldn't take any chances with my health. And speaking of TVs, there was a TV screen icon right below the white forest I had just left.
Wait, so you just realized that and saw that this game knows you and your memories and all that stuff, and you're still gonna go through with it. I mean, like, turning off the TV may not work at all or anything like that, but like, dude, that's a really sad and messed up event that happened, and you're gonna keep on going. Dan's crazy as hell,
And because
man.
the first animation was so bizarre,
He's crazy.
I figured I'd try another to see what happens. I actually got a totally different one.
What?
Weird.
Is that Kermit the
The
Frog?
music for this one was the Neptune board music. Things like lava blockades, new enemies, and statue faces.
What the hell is that?
And I found one statue
Dum
at a
dibby gum
dead
dum.
end with a wide open-eyed stare. The night Melissa died, she had an expression on her
What?
face that
It's
looked
following
exactly
you.
like this the whole time. Apparently had not seen me, so I decided to follow it to see where it was taking the creature. The machine
What?
stopped at
He's
a
going
room
to
with
the
a
end?
large cauldron-like object
I didn't know
in the
this was
center.
connected to
The
Minecraft.
machine hovered over the cauldron and dropped the creature into it. The creature emerged from a hole in the cauldron's side.
What?
Now adorned in the same cauldron was these multicolored creatures with big heads emerging
Dude, that
from a
is
small
creepy as
cave in
hell.
the ground.
You know that phobia where it's like multiple holes and stuff like that, dude? That's
They all made
really
a
what it
synchronized
reminds
shaking
me of.
sound.
It makes me
and
really
they walked
uncomfortable,
to the right
dude.
in a group after emerging from the cave, ignoring me. Having no other way to go, I followed them on their route. More and more emerged from the cave until the group had about 100 creatures.
There's
Eventually,
only
the
one way you
pathway
can
ended
go.
in
You
a
can go
cliff.
right, Dan. What
I
the
was
hell?
shocked to see that upon reaching the cliff, all the creatures began jumping off into the abyss. Originally, now they were as strong as Godzilla's punches.
Well, I mean, they're like rival enemies, Batra. Well, kind of. Yeah, no, I would say they are. They're like rival enemies, and then Godzilla and Mothra Battle for Earth. That movie's really good. I really liked Batra in that movie. And then obviously they end up teaming up together to defeat Godzilla because he's the greater evil.
With his drills. I like to
Dude, the Megalon movie is like the weirdest weirdest Godzilla movie I've ever seen in my life, honestly. I mean, if you guys have, what, an hour and a half to spare and do nothing with your life, go watch the movie. You'll definitely see what I'm
fly
saying.
back and forth around him. The result was unpleasant. The music of this gruesome scene was the password theme. I couldn't figure
Dude,
out
that's
why
kinda
this
creepy.
animation was so sinister and violent. in
Maybe because
comparison to
someone's
the
getting
other two.
killed, Dan?
The whole game seemed to be growing more benevolent. A crowd running through a hallway.
What?
And along with the running came the roars. Loud, roaring sounds, which I could describe as something like a rabid dog the size of an elephant, screaming with fury. And I could tell that whatever was making this noise, there were lots of them. I knew there was something there, but it wasn't until I did some screen cap editing that I got to see what my pursuers looked like.
Oh
But
my.
at the time, I couldn't see where they were.
Dude, that's
Or
scary
where
as
I was
hell.
going. I was literally running blind, and this mob of beasts eventually caught up with me. But instead of a replacement boss, I was fighting Godzilla.
What?
But any Godzilla fan worth their salt can figure this out.
Yeah.
Mechagodzilla started off like fighting a clone Godzilla,
Yep.
but his disguise burned away after only 3 life bars.
That's sick.
Usually a transformation only occurred at the halfway point. Weird starting to happen. His sprite started to glitch in
Oh,
much the
hell
same way
no.
as Ghidorah had way back in the first world. After a few seconds, the glitches began to form a new shape, and thus the game had created not Mechagodzilla.
What?
And I discovered that this visual glitch was somehow related to the game recreating things. The human face on this one gave it a very uncanny look. It was one of the
That thing's
stronger
tanked,
replacement
dude. Holy
monsters and
moly.
had the most firepower, being exactly what I was afraid it would be.
Oh.
A labyrinth.
No.
All the other chases, there was no telling how
Oh
big this
lord,
labyrinth
please
would
don't be a jump
or where the
scare.
exit was. I heard a loud flapping noise,
Mm.
and there it was.
Oh
in a
my lord.
flying
That thing's
form.
ugly as hell,
It
dude.
flew
Yeah, you heard
back
me.
like
You're ugly
wings,
as hell.
as fast and relentless as ever.
Hope he doesn't jump scare me, dude.
For reasons already stated, this was probably the most nerve-wracking of all the end chases.
Wait.
It tried clawing through the wall for a second before it opened its mouth and tearing the wall apart.
What?
Intestine jaws.
Dude,
But for
that
those
thing is
brief
crazy.
milliseconds that the monster was held back might have been the key to me finding the exit. The path to exit was long and complex, but from what I remember, I went up and then back towards the left. I'm still not sure why I chose that particular way. Just a lucky hunch, I suppose. To go. Next was the penultimate world, called Extus.
Okay. We survived. We survived. There's nothing else, right? Oh my. Oh, thank you, God. Oh, Lord, dude. That jump scare was crazy, man. Oh, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was chapter 5 of Entropy. Next episode, we will be doing chapter 6. And then we might do... Here, let's see. Let's see how long these episodes are. Yeah, we're probably... Like, the chapter 8 and the epilogue, we're probably just doing one video. But the other ones, we'll do separate videos of the chapters. But yeah. Y'all stay dangerous, and I'll see you on the next video. Later.